recording. Okay, so today we're going to get into the right class here, basic mechanisms. I'm going to turn this one off, turn this one on. You're going to notice that today we're in the start of our second to last week. Okay, and I've also made the decision as I've kind of looked forward and compared what we've done in here to what needed to be done. This is going to be our last unit. Okay, so as we're kind of looking at things here, if there's any catch up that you need to do, you're going to notice you're going to have a little bit of time left over to do that. But we're going to start our very last module. And then really the next days that we have here are going to be dedicated to anybody that needs to finish or catch up on things. Okay. You will notice on Friday, we don't have class. Okay. There is an assignment due. It's the assignment target date due for the unit that we're going to be starting today, or a module that we're starting today, which is module number 7. And yeah, so I was kind of like I said, I was anticipating doing a little bit more, but when I went back and I compared things, I'm like, oh, we got through some of that stuff. And I do know that there's some students who, you know, need to catch up on a couple of things. And so I think it's great timing, actually. And then, so any questions right now as we look at the calendar? All right. Okay. So then, so what we're going to do then is we'll transition to looking over at the other stuff. This is my reminder. I'm going to keep doing this as we are heading into these final days, but look at your grade or at your grade book. I have been putting in zeros if things haven't been handed in so that you have a more accurate reflection on where you're at. Remember, you can still hand in over the top of those zeros. Okay, you'll still have that opportunity and you won't lose any points. You can still gain all the points for the assignment, but I want to make sure that you're not like, oh, I have an A because you handed in 2 assignments. And I'm not saying that that's the case for anybody, but if you handed in less than what we have out there, it will only grade and that grade will only reflect what you handed in and the work that you did for those assignments, but it's not reflecting any of them that you may not have handed in yet. So, so I wanted to just make sure everybody's on the same page. That way, as you hand assignments in, your grade is going to continue to increase. Okay. What I also do in these last weeks of the class, just again, so that students know exactly where they stand, I put zeros in for everything. And then that way, as you hand in, you can be like, you know, if a little bit behind and you're trying to set priorities, which assignments should I be handing in? And you can see it kind of go up from there too. I hope everybody gets an A in the class all the time. And I believe I set things up so that that's possible. But I also realize that people have different things going on in their lives, and sometimes they're satisfied with maybe a lower grade. So I like to, you know, kind of set you up and kind of look at it in terms of this is as bad as it can get at this point, and you're only going to increase your grade by handing things in. So, so if you see that happen, zeros do not mean that you're done or that it's expired. It just means that you don't have it in yet. And this is a way that you can kind of see exactly where you stand in terms of the class. Okay. Any questions about that? Okay, then I'm going to stop recording here and we'll be back looking at module number 7.